Hey, while housing costs, the price of groceries, the price of energy, and interest rates are soaring and grabbing all the headlines, slowly and steadily, the average selling price of new and used cars has been consistently climbing to 5-year highs. Talk to anyone who's went car shopping lately, and they will tell you they are suffering from a totally different level of sticker shock. But hey, don't worry, Auto Pros, I got you covered. And on this episode of The Best Show in Auto, how to help your customers survive sticker shock. You've turned it on, now leave it on, because Lopes is live.
Now for the hundreds watching live and the millions around the world that wish they could be here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for Live with Lopes.
What up, guys? It's Gary Vee, and it's time to get more Frank. Frank, where are you?
Hey, sales pros, have you ever had one of those situations where a customer says something to you and you have literally no idea of what to say back to the customer? Man, that used to happen to me all the time. So that's why we developed these right here. Closing drills, word tracks for closers. 108 cards made specifically for automobile salespeople that will teach or remind you exactly what to say for almost anything a customer says to you. On the front of the card is what your customer says to you. On the back of the card, what you say to the customer, along with why the customer is saying this in the first place and why this is the absolute best thing to say back. 108 scenarios, like if the customer says, the price is too high, the payment's out of my budget, I just don't like the color. Hey, look, never, ever have your mind go blank. Never be at a loss for words. Never not know what to say. Grab them today. It's super simple. All you got to do is just go to closingdrillscards.com.
This is Dawn Staley, head coach of national champs South Carolina Gamecocks, U.S. Olympic gold medal winner, and member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. And it's time to get more Frank.
Live from the headquarters of Strong 30 Automotive Solutions, broadcasting from the Cars.com studio. It's the best show in auto, Live with Lopes, where we help you improve your performance, fulfill your mission, and earn more commission. Here's creator and host, Frank Lopes.
Oh, my brothers and my sisters, welcome. Welcome to another episode of The Best Show in Auto. Welcome to another episode of Live with Lopes. Let's kick it off, my friends. Let's kick it off and let's see what's in the news. Hey, as recently reported by Bloomberg, believe it or not, some high-income Americans can't afford new cars. While soaring energy, housing, and grocery prices are getting all the headlines, the price of new and used automobiles has been rising steadily for the past 5 years. And this is creating sticker shock at levels never, ever before seen or even imagined by consumers and auto pros all over the USA. Jessica Caldwell, head of insights for popular car shopping website Edmunds.com, says the prices are just shocking people. And when you look at prices, man, it's not surprising. Research from Cox Automotive tells us the average price of a new car is now $48,205, up 21% from 5 years ago. And the average price of a used car is up to $27,422, up a whopping 32% from 5 years ago. And while most people watching this show right now are saying, Frank, man, tell me something I didn't already know, This is in direct conflict with the expectations of most Americans. Edmunds reporting that nearly half of American car shoppers walk into showrooms expecting to pay $35,000 or less for a new vehicle. And the shoppers that get past sticker shock are walking out of showrooms saddled with an average payment of $717 a month. And 1 in 6 buyers are taking on a monthly payment of over $1,000 a month. Edmunds is also reporting that this is causing a vast majority of Americans to hold off on buying a new car, 73% of consumers to be exact. But the truth is, while some Americans have been holding off on moving forward on an automobile purchase, they can't all hold off for much longer. The average age of a vehicle on the road right now is 12.6 years old. And also keep in mind, Americans are still predicted to buy 15.7 million new cars and trucks this year. And that's only 1 million vehicles, or just 6% less per year than during the years before the pandemic. So the time is coming for many who have been putting off shopping and purchasing a new vehicle to have to face the task. And when they do, they're going to suffer from a completely new level of sticker shock. And that, my friends, that is what's in the news. That story fuels our show for tonight. How to help your customers survive sticker shock. You turned it on, now leave it on. And we'll be right back with this episode of Live with Lopes. We'll be right back.
Live with Lopes is brought to you by Car Now, the only road to real time. Hamlin and Associates, your next record month starts here. And Cars.com, showcasing the full value of local dealerships to the most valuable experience.
Cars.com constantly evolving with the market trends, constantly doing things differently for our store.
We've seen our leads and our traffic triple.
It's helping me sell extra 32 to 35 cars a month.
I know my salespeople know that they're more likely to sell a car from a Cars.com lead.
Cars.com has just been an amazing partner and has helped local dealers like us stay in business and continue to thrive.
We have results through Cars.com. As far as working with a company, you guys are the best.
You're watching Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com.
Hey everyone, this is the Magic Man, Magic Johnson, 5-time NBA champ with the Lakers. It's time to get frank.
How to help your customers survive sticker shock on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com. Hey, before I get into the show, let me ask you, if you haven't yet, my friends, please, my friends, please hit that share button, okay? Sharing is caring, and if you care at all about me, you'll hit the share button right now. And also, my friends, I'm sure you know somebody who needs to be watching tonight's show. Tag them in the comments right now or anytime during the show. And last but not least, don't forget, I can't do this alone, my friends. I need your comments. So please add your comments below during the show. I look forward to reading and responding to all of them, either live during the show or after the show is over. Okay, so let's get into it. How to help your customers survive sticker shock. Let's get right into it, my friends, and let's kick it off with point number 1. How to help your customers survive sticker shock is be patient. Man, how about we show a little patience? How about we show some empathy? How about a little bit of understanding? My friends, the average vehicle on the road today is over 12 years old. And Americans own their longest kept cars for an average of about 8 years. So what does this mean? There are millions of Americans that have no idea what they're actually getting themselves into when they come in to buy a car. Most of them haven't purchased a vehicle for at least 5 years. It's like they've been in a deep state of like hibernation or suspended reality or something like that. They come in and everything seems completely different. Now, take into account that 52% of car shoppers already feel anxious or uncomfortable at car dealerships, man. So when they come into the showroom, you've got to expect them to say some things like, man, things sure have gotten expensive around here. Or for you to present numbers to the customer and for them to look and say, wait, my payment is going to be how much? Friends, this is not the time to act as if you're the star in one of those smart-ass TikTok videos where some strung out, worn out retread of a car salesman, 50 pounds overweight and 20 years past their prime, says something snarky to their fake customer, being played in the video by another 50-pound overweight and 20-year past their prime salesperson, right? They say something like, well, you didn't do well in math back in your school days there, did you? Friends, that's not going to get you anywhere, okay? It's sure not going to get you a car deal, and it sure ain't going to make you famous on TikTok. Man, you had no chance of that happening in the first place. I'm talking about the car deal and getting famous on TikTok. Friends, we've got to employ empathy here and understand that when a customer asks for $0 down, $299 a month payment, it's because that's what dealerships were screaming the last time he went shopping for a car. Damn it, man, most dealers are screaming something like that right now. When a customer asks for 0% financing, they're not looking for you to laugh in their face and make them feel dumb by saying something like, oh, we ain't had that since the vid came to town, man. While customers may be shocked at prices and payments, they're in the dealership for one reason and one reason only. They want to buy a car. They're not there to listen to your stupid jokes or your condescending remarks. So understand where they're coming from and have empathy for what they are dealing with. You see and deal with the prices of cars every single day of your life. To you, it's like it's not even real money. It's just like numbers on a worksheet. I mean, the money to make those payments, it isn't coming out of your bank account, is it? Hell no. Okay. Yet it's the exact same thing as when you go to H-E-B or Publix or Kroger or Wegmans or wherever you go for groceries and you put like 9 things on the belt for the cashier to ring up. And then you hear the cashier say, oh, that'll be $127.43. Think about it for a minute. How do you feel when that happens? Okay. Now, think of what it's like when you say to your customer, okay, so with $5,000 down for 72 months, your payment's going to be $1,194 a month. Okay, sign here. Man, you got mad at $127.43 that you had to pay one time right now. How would you feel if it was $1,194 a month, 72 months in a row that you had to pay? My friends, patience, empathy, understanding. That's what's needed here. Not sarcasm and snarky remarks. Guess what? There is more. There is more of how to help your customers survive sticker shock coming right up. You turned it on, now leave it on. Live with Lopes will be right back.
Live with Lopes is brought to you by Cars.com, showcasing the full value of local dealerships to the most valuable experience. Hamlin & Associates, your next record month starts here. And Car Now, the only road to real time.
Are going to match what's online to what's in the store.
It's a weird concept.
That's incredible.
We looked at something that hasn't been a lot of innovation in the last decade or so. So we wanted to put our CarNow spin on it.
I've done away with all of the other vendors because CarNow is so much more significant.
We don't pressure people to get their information. We more answer the questions that they're asking us, and we earn their information.
We've noticed that all of our metrics have gone up. Nice little side effect, gross profits, which are kind of important too.
If you really truly care about the experience your guests are getting online, then CarNow is the right product because it truly gives them the experience that they deserve and that they've been asking for.
You're watching Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com.
Well, I have a few friends here that want to say something to you.
We're back with more of how to help your customers survive sticker shock on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, Live with Lopes. Let's keep it rolling with number two in how to help your customers survive sticker shock. Make recommendations. My friends, understand the following stats here. 86% of customers switch and buy a vehicle other than the one they originally came in to see. Now, here's another stat for you. In 2023, 68% of buyers considered both new and used vehicles when shopping for a vehicle. And that number is up 4% from the previous year. Friends, your customers didn't come in to suffer from sticker shock. They came in to find out what you can do to help them buy a vehicle. And with sticker prices, interest rates, and payments being what they are these days, they're going to need a little help from you to find a way for them to get what they want. And friends, understand something. Just because they asked if there was 0% financing, that doesn't mean that they're not going to buy the car if the interest rate is 5 or 7 or 9%. Oh, well, Frank, I had a customer last week and he asked for 0%. He said, oh, buddy, how about the 0%, buddy? And I said, there is no 0%, buddy. So they left. You just don't get it, do you? You just don't get it, son, do you? Brothers and sisters, you've heard your managers and me multiple times say, stop being an order taker and be a salesperson. Well, we need way less order takers and way more salespeople. And guess what? We need them right now. While I understand that you all want the easy first pencil, 5 and 7 and 11 pounders, brothers and sisters, you got to work with all the customers that come in the showroom. The ones where you have to stretch on the trade, the ones where you have to drop the price, the ones where you have to switch vehicles once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, the ones where you have to repencil numbers once, then twice with more money down, then 3 times with 0 down on a less expensive vehicle. Customers come into the showroom not to hear what you can't do. They only want to hear what you can do. That's why in Strong 30 training, we talk about can-do conversations, only talking to the customer about what they can do. That's why my dealers train on how to only talk about what a customer can do today, not what they wish they could do, not what they can't do. Oh, nobody wants to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that junk. They want to hear your ideas about how they can get what they want, which is what? A brand new vehicle. And that's only going to happen by you being patient and making recommendations. Let's keep it moving now, and let's move on to number 3, my friends. The third way you can help your customers survive sticker shock is to keep following up. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. You gotta F you. Not that F you. I'm talking about the F you. I'm talking about follow up. My friends, some reality over here. Most of you have been saying F you to F you for the last 4 years. And since most of you watching have been in the business for less than 4 years, you probably have never been taught, and definitely don't follow up with your leads and your unsold showroom visits and your past sold customers. Right now, follow up is more important than ever before. Think about this scenario, okay? A customer comes in and says they want to look at a new truck. Their truck is a 2017 and it's got like 160,000 miles on it. And well, it's time for a new truck. And then, bang, your customer who you've been getting along with just fine, who loves the same football team as you do. Roll Tide! Not this year. No, not this year. Y'all been getting along great, and then your customer begins to suffer from a mean case of sticker shock. He hits you with, damn, well, this is going to cost more than I thought it would. I got to consult with the missus on this one. And you say something stupid like, okay there, Clint. Well, give me a call or come back after you talk with the missus. I'm here every day except Thursday. Roll Tide. That entire thing was stupid. Not just the Roll Tide part.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Every single word of what you just said to your customer in that scenario, every single word was stupid. Then, oh no, I'm not done yet. Then good old Clint with his 2017 truck stops at the Ford dealership down the road. Then he stops at the Chevy dealership across town. Then he says, well, these trucks just cost what they cost. And Mrs. Clint gives him the thumbs up to spend about $20,000 more than they anticipated they would spend on a new truck for good old Clint. Then Clint goes back to the dealership. No, not your dealership. He goes back to the nice man who was a Tennessee fan. Go Vols. He goes back to the salesperson who followed up to check and see what Mrs. Clint said. And during that call, he also mentioned that he had a really nice, low-mileage, pre-owned 2013 pickup truck. And it was a beautiful crimson red, just like his beloved University of Alabama Crimson Tide. And he texted some pictures of that beautiful crimson red, 1 year old, low-mileage, beautiful crimson red truck. And he texted him a video showing him how clean the truck was. And in the video, he explained how the certified warranty was actually better than the warranty on a new truck. That salesperson, he never said, Roll Tide. He was even wearing a University of Tennessee golf shirt in the video. What did he do? He showed patience. He showed empathy. He provided ideas on how good old Clint could get a truck and save some money. And most importantly, he followed up. Now, not only did he get the sale, but old Clint, he invited that salesperson to go with him over to Neyland to watch Tennessee Volunteers beat his beloved Alabama Crimson Tide. My friends, building rapport is important, but it's not as important as patience, understanding, having can-do conversations with your customers, and most importantly, following up. My final words are coming up. Don't go anywhere. The best show in auto. We're going to be right back.
You're watching Live with Lopes, brought to you by Cars.com. 7MS, the 7-minute setup by Frank J. Lopes, was tagged as one of the 7 best investments you can make by Forbes magazine. Yeah, Forbes magazine. Grab it today on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and wherever books are sold online.
General Manager of Furman Chevrolet Mazda in Brandon, and it's time to get more Frank.
It's the final word, my friends, the final word on this brand new episode of The Best Show in Auto, Live with Lopes. And my friends, the final word, it's not actually a word tonight. It's more like the final sentence. And friends, that final sentence is What we need right now are more salespeople and less order takers. Friends, you heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. I love an easy deal just as much as the next salesperson. But salespeople can't live on easy deals alone. You gotta take them all. The pounders, the minis, the deals from leads, the deals from phone calls, the deals from fresh ups, the deals from service, the deals from repeat customers, the deals from referrals. You have to have multiple streams of customers coming in every single month. You can't just depend on one stream. And the way the market is right now, you have to sell every one that comes in from every one of those streams. Gone are the days of saying, well, the car's in stock now and it's the only one around, and if you don't buy it, somebody else will. Those days are long gone. Your customers are coming in now, and most of them haven't purchased a vehicle for 4, 5, 7 years. And friends, they're gonna have sticker shock. Or they have bought within the last 4 years, and they're so upside down that they probably won't see positive equity until the next presidential election. Hey, everyone that comes in right now needs to be sold, and selling isn't talking somebody into something that they don't want. Selling is having can-do conversations. Selling is showing your customer patience and empathy. Selling is giving your customer ideas that they didn't think of or even know existed before they met you. And selling is following up. My friends, there's a lot of money to be made in the car business, okay? Are you going to be the one who stays stuck at 10 cars a month? Or are you going to be the one that makes their unfair share? Hey, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Thanks to our sponsors, Cars.com and CarNow. And most importantly, thanks to you, our viewers. Hit that share button if you haven't hit it already. And in closing, God bless you. God bless the USA. And thank God for the car business. We'll see you next time.